A lot of companies want AI. AI is, I think, the big buzzword right now, as everybody's aware. So we'll have people reach out to us from all kinds of industries, whether it be, construction, whether it be computer engineering, and they just want to get things automated. And they want to be able to say that they've integrated AI. So a lot of people reach out to us and they say, let's get AI rolling. And, we have to tell people like, okay, we have to figure out, okay, is AI even a good thing for your business? What does AI look like for you? Because a lot of people think AI is just, how can we use ChatGPT more? But, there's a lot more that goes into it. So,
Welcome to the Growth Experts podcast. Today I have a great guest on the show. He goes by Andrew Lott. He's actually the co-founder and CRO at KapTek. That's KapTek, KapTek. How's it going, Andrew?
doing well. How about yourself?
I'm good, man. I can't complain. Did you do anything for the holiday?
I actually just flew back in from Armenia, so I'm still a little bit jet lagged trying to get that figured out. But yeah, just had a good Armenian Thanksgiving.
Gotcha. That's cool. Awesome. So yeah, tell us a little bit about, your background, what you do at KapTek, and, how it got founded.
Yeah, of course. So I actually went to school for mechanical engineering. I started off in automotive design and kind of worked my way out of that and got into KapTek. So myself and my co-founder, we both speak fluent Armenian. We served service humanitarian trips in Armenia back in the day. And we noticed that there was a strong developer base, a strong tech base in Armenia. And we thought this would be a really good place to, start a company and try and get people hooked up with that. So about 2 years ago, we started KapTek, and essentially we're outsourcing, but through Armenia specifically. So developers, engineers, that kind of thing, all from Armenia.
Awesome. So how did KapTek get started? Like, did you, was it an idea that just kind of grew into something bigger with you and some friends? How did that work?
Yeah, so me and my buddy, my buddy's name is Jonah Gunter. He kind of came up with the idea initially. So we both noticed while we were living over there, we noticed big companies like AMD, NVIDIA, Microsoft, all these big companies were coming to Armenia and starting offices, engineering offices. And we're like, what's special about Armenia? Because when we were over there, we didn't really realize. And then we started looking into it and realized that, just developer base over there is so strong. It all kind of started in the Soviet Union. They were like a big hub for engineering, chemical engineering, computer engineering. And then after the Soviet Union fell, it just kind of carried on. So a lot of government support for development, a lot of government support for tech has just led to this huge pool of really good talent that's not really being tapped into, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. So what does a typical workday look like for you?
For me, so I wake up, because there's a time zone difference, obviously I have to wake up a little bit early to sync up with my co-founder, Jonah, who actually lives over there right now. So he handles the Armenian side of things, I handle the American side of things. But wake up, we have about a 2-hour sync meeting in the morning. After that, we go on our separate ways and do what we need to do. So I typically handle the outreach, I handle the client accounts and things like that, whereas he handles the recruiting, employee management, and things like that.
Awesome. What major shift are you guys currently seeing in the industry right now?
A lot of companies want AI. AI is, I think, the big buzzword right now, as everybody's aware. So we'll have people reach out to us from all kinds of industries, whether it be, construction, whether it be computer engineering, and they just want to get things automated. And they want to be able to say that they've integrated AI. So a lot of people reach out to us and they say, let's get AI rolling. And, we have to tell people like, okay, we have to figure out, okay, is AI even a good thing for your business? What does AI look like for you? Because a lot of people think AI is just, how can we use ChatGPT more? But, there's a lot more that goes into it. So
Yeah. How has AI impacted your, business or growth strategy as a whole?
Yeah. I mean, we typically, we use, in the basic sense of AI, we use like ChatGPT and Claude to help us screen candidates and automate emails and things like that, like everybody does. But the biggest thing is we use it to our advantage as a marketing strategy. We come, like I mentioned, we come to clients and say like, hey, if you want to get automated, you want to get AI, Armenia is a great place to find guys to do that. And it is. Armenia is a huge AI hub. Just a couple months ago, NVIDIA actually announced that they're going to sponsor a $500,000 AI data center in the country. So very capable AI guys over there. So yeah, we market that to people and say, hey, if you need an LLM and you need AI integrated in your business, Armenia is the best place to get guys to do that for you.
Okay. Well, what's working well for you now, and what's frustrating?
I mean, frustrating. So I think internationally, we got to transfer a lot of money back and forth internationally. That is a huge headache. And I think that's definitely something that like I said, I have a degree in mechanical engineering. I was not a business guy. So some of this stuff, there might be easy answers to that I just don't know. But transferring money internationally is such a headache for me.
Yeah.
And that's just at the cost of doing business. But what's going well for us? I mean, I love talking to people. That's my job. We've been going to a lot of conferences, talking to people at expos, and that's just been incredible. And like I mentioned, I just got back from Armenia, so we went over there, met with everybody we employ, all the teams. That's been incredible. So just, a lot of fun going back and forth.
Cool. So is there any certain types of metrics in terms of, KPI, candidate base, where you're looking on delivering more, or do you have an overwhelming client base? How are you guys handling those metrics?
Yeah, so we have a very good candidate pool right now, and we are working on trying to automate that. So most of our candidate pool right now is, we'll go out, or people will reach out to us, we'll manually screen them, we'll send them programming tests and things like that, and then we'll put them into our base. But we're really working on automating that, so it's just more of a seamless system. And then also trying to, just build up a personal brand on LinkedIn, so making more posts, word of mouth, and just making posts as frequently as possible, trying to just get my name out there.
Awesome. So what are your strategies for, attracting and retaining top talent?
I mean, it's been fairly easy for us because we've just been involved with Armenia for so long. We have a presence in the country since 2018, and people who don't know Armenia don't really understand, but once you know one Armenian, you basically know them all, which maybe is a bad way to put it, but it's a very, very tight-knit community. So if you can break into the community, you're there. So, and it really helps. So like I said, we've been there a long time. We both speak fluent Armenian. My co-founder lives there. He brought his wife there. We really immerse ourselves in the culture. So it's very easy to find people, if that makes sense. Like, everybody knows who we are. We know who everybody is. If there's ever a job and we can't find talent for it, we have, we'll put out 3 feelers with our current network and we'll have a guy in 15 minutes, if that makes sense. So very tight-knit community. We've been blessed to have them accept us as well as we've been accepted.
Awesome. How do you guys cultivate long-term relationships with clients and, moving beyond transactional?
That's been a big thing for us. A lot of the other recruitment agencies that I've, worked with in the past or have had interactions with, it's very transactional, like you said. They hire somebody for you, they get their headhunting fee, and then they're off. But with us, we really try to bridge the gap between your remote employees and, you as a client. So, like I said, my co-founder lives in Armenia. He always takes every team that we hire, he takes them out to lunch. We give them KapTek merchandise. We give them, to really make them feel part of the team. And then we do the same thing over here with our clients. We try to get them, a t-shirt, a KapTek t-shirt. We do, monthly check-ins. We make sure everything is good. Like, I just got back from Armenia. I brought a bunch of stuff from Armenia that I'm going to go drop off to our clients after this call, actually.
That's
to
cool.
make them feel included, you know what I mean? So it's not just like, hey, all right, we got your guy, see you later. But it's like, hey, you're really part of the KapTek family, whether you like it or not. Like, you're going to get some gifts from Armenia. We're going to take your team out. You're going to get a t-shirt, really going to make you feel welcome.
And you guys are looking to expand the team. Is that correct?
As we would like to, as we see fit. Right now, it's just myself and my co-founder. We've been able to do everything ourselves, but in the event that we can't do that anymore yet, we would like to.
Well, it's been a pleasure having you on the show, Andrew. For those of you who don't know who Andrew Lott is, you can look him up on LinkedIn. That's Andrew Lott, Lott. And if you want to check out his website at KapTek, that's KapTek.co. Thanks for joining us.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Derek.
Thank you for your time.